wanted to FaceTime me, and I'm like,
Oh,
I didn't do my hair or my eyebrows or anything.
Just drop your pants and go from there. See how that goes.
Yep. That's usually what
well,
I
that's what he's
do
talking
whenever
about. He didn't do
somebody
his
touches.
hair.
I've been arrested for that before.
They called
This
you.
ain't- Yeah, like,
How dare they make fun of your face?
Alright, so who wants to do a real recap?
Well, I know the book, so I'm gonna abstain.
yeah, but Morg, you were like Sleeper McSleeperton last week. I mean, what the hell? You probably
Yeah, Rip Van Winkle. It was the wrong year for him to wake up.
Fuck, I started my vacation sick, so
I know that feel.
It's not a real vacation until you're immobile for a day.
or 3, yeah.
Yeah. I suppose I'll give a quick recap. We returned from dealing with the Lord of Lance Rock. We spent the day, recuperating, gathering supplies, when a sinkhole opened up in the center of town, in the center of Red Larch. Bravely, I jumped into the hole with someone else holding on to me, attempting to rescue civilians, when we discovered that there were a network of passages down at the bottom of the hole. Upon exploring some of those passages, we found most notably a dwarven latrine, a series of trapped cage doors, a child that had been pinned under a large number of rocks who we rescued, what appears to be a number of bandits or cultists of some sort, and a floating rock. And now we are here in a large antechamber with a dwarf statue. What was it, an Iron Star dwarf statue? Yeah. Exploring several more rooms, I suppose. Did I miss anything?
No, child, floating stone, bandits. Yeah,
Oh, and Skimberly doesn't know where a quarry is.
What's a quarry?
See?
What's our quarry? What's the quarry?
Well, did we check for traps for that door? I'll open the door in front of me.
I'm not sure what was checked. I'm just making sure everybody's joints and health and everything's right in the right order.
Roll for initiative.
Okie dokie.
I can't fucking roll initiative. On
My
this
god,
stuff.
underground, his one weakness.
I don't know what the C is or if it's meant to be something else, but
Yeah, one sec. Sorry. A passage 10 feet wide and 10 feet high and hewn out of the rock runs 40 feet ahead. A small lantern hangs from the hook. Is that really 40 feet? Wow, it is 40 feet. A small lantern hangs from the hook in the wall next to the door at the east end of the passage. Sitting on a wooden stool by the lantern is a balding, beardless old male human In patched and faded work trousers and a matching tunic, he is idly whittling a stick. But Grund, on the other hand, he ran in here to warn someone of something when he heard you coming.
We must question him. Or he might have to die. I'm not sure.
The fuck is that guy?
Start at the top with Antony.
Is he brandishing a weapon towards us or anything?
He's standing there menacingly.
Good enough for me.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm going to level my crossbow at him, and the door is open now, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and I will take a shot at Grund. Did you say his name was?
Mm-hmm.
Anthony is kind of gruesome.
Critical hit.
Let's see here. I got that, and I forget. Do I still have the lightning add-on to that? I don't think I do. Arcane weapon only applied to melee weapons, right? Yeah. Okay, I don't have that on there. So I'm just gonna level a crossbow bolt at him for 13.
Alright, seeing as my allies are now engaging in combat, I shall attack them.
One against
That
five
hits, yeah.
seems kind of unfair.
It's fair.
Eden.
Is Grund a dwarf?
Half orc.
Okay, I'm going to step up and say, I'm going to evaluate my crew here, make sure that all their arms and legs, feet, wrists are in proper symmetrical order. Because if they're not, I'm going to try and fix them with my chiropractic care. And I'm going to end my turn.
Okay, and he's heavily wounded. Really hurt. I'll cast a firebolt.
Hits. Further singeing his armor and hurting him more.
Fantastic.
Might want to try and ask him a question.
On your turn, he'll swing at Tyrek and miss. He'll multi-attack, swing at Tyrek. And miss.
Oh, hell no. Oh, it's on now.
Skimberly.
Well, I guess we're not talking.
I'll knock him unconscious.
That's your plan? I'll
Yeah.
try and knock him unconscious. I can't really do a...
Just attack normally and
Yeah.
non-lethally.
With a rapier, that's a bit harsh.
You have to roll the hit
That's the
first,
done.
sir.
Why was it with advantage?
Because he's unconscious.
It was
and not
unconscious,
the
but you
damage.
dropped an 11, which would have most likely hit.
Yep, it would have hit, so you're Gucci.
Down. There. You happy? As I smack him in the back of the head with my. It's kind of a basket hilt, I guess a word.
He's dealt with. How about we go after the cunt? We see.
The cunt. My.
Could be a
Such aggression.
count, could be a criminal, could be
I'm a commoner.
he's a commoner. We don't even know.
It really could be anything.
Really could be.
Better
You
not
can-
take
You
chance.
can
You
leave
wanna
initiative if you've
smack
if
him
you'd
behind the head?
Okay. So he's unconscious on the floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Move up and I yell to the commoner. You! Who are you?
I'm Bergustus.
What are you doing down here? Are you here with these
I'm whittling his
foul
dick.
beings?
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm whittling his dick.
Stop wiggling and tell me who you are.
I'm Bergustus. I'm down here.
Why are you down here?
I'm a believer.
Believer in
The 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 Church of Elemental.
Just gonna look around to anyone in my group and like, what is he talking about?
No idea.
Eden, ring a bell?
Oh, I would like to roll for that, but does he seem to respect your authority?
He's
Um,
mostly just scared shitless right now.
I'm going to tie up Grund with some rope while he is unconscious.
Okay, give me survival.
I want to roll some rolls since I was asked if I recognize any of this. I'm not sure what I'm.
With both of your rolls, you definitely you've heard rumors of an underground cult forming in the areas.
Davern, maybe coming on to something here, but I don't know if I can put it all together. Just
Neither can I. Elements, well, there are many.
So, who's good with ropes?
So I'm tying him up.
I kind of go, aren't you a pirate, Skimberly?
I mean, I know
Tying
a few
knots.
nuts. I know a few nuts.
Yeah, you, Anthony, just kind of wrap the rope around his arms, but fail at you're stuck debating what kind of knot to use. You don't actually tie it though.
I'll do it.
And, Augustus. Is it you
Yeah.
that created this sinkhole? Is it your elemental believing?
It's probably the moving rocks. They can cause earthquakes, and they're a sign of ill omens. And Skim, you just you're like, move aside, I'll do it, and just tie the most perfect knot anyone's ever seen.
I
Just
do a shibari
knocked it out
wrap,
of
the
the
whole
park.
thing, full corset, both ends and behind the back. I'll hug tie him, with his hand behind his back and his legs or his ankle tied up to his, something like that.
And now, Augustus, I'm curious. Are there more of you?
I mean, yeah.
And what about the child that was tied? What did
He's-
he do?
He's being punished.
One does not punish children in such ways. Was it you who punished him?
It was probably his dad.
Is his father one of you?
Mm-hmm.
And you did nothing to stop it.
It's a just punishment.
And what did he do
He didn't deliver
for
a
it to be
message.
just?
I don't judge your religion, man.
Hey, he makes
to
a
be
point.
fair, our religion doesn't go around underneath people's feet. Floating rocks and opening sinkholes and jumping on people and trapping them in cages.
Wait, which religion you follow?
Children.
Who me? It's less of a religion and more of just a interest in certain gods and goddesses.
Uh-huh.
And well, this is fine and dandy. I'm more curious about this message, Bergustus. What was it, and to whom was it to be delivered?
As Tyrek moves up on him, he's like, it was from his father to Ilmeth.
Ilmeth? Who is Ilmeth?
He's another believer.
And where might we find Ilmeth, or the father of the child?
One second. That's a good question.
And I suggest you answer truthfully, as the ill fate of some of your other believers, who we had no time to discuss with. Other than the child, you are the only one speaking and coming forward without weapons or intent of attack.
Like, I don't want to die.
Then speak.
I'm going to step forward as a creepy old dwarf. And I'm going to say, you need to answer my friend here accurately.
Okay,
Or this
not
is
sure I'm
what's this is what
comfortable
this
with
is what's going to happen.
creeping out the child.
Because I will perform an acupuncture in your joints and ligaments that will provide you in pain. You need to answer Davrin accurately.
Yo, what's acupuncture?
I study bones and muscles and different things that has to do with healing. And I can provide as much pain and pleasure as I'm.
Ilmeth's a shopkeeper.
Tell him what he wants to know, or he'll
He's a
jab needles.
shopkeeper!
Oh, needles, jabbing. Okay, I get it.
And which shop does he
I can't
control,
remember.
or
I'm sure if you asked around, you could find out. I've only ever seen him in his cloak. He doesn't know what acupuncture is, so it really scared him.
you've only seen him as cloak? Yes. Is Bergustus wearing a mask?
This is me, the DM, struggling to find it, not Duder failing to give me the information. Give me 1 sec.
No, I'm just forcing the winging it and then you digging a hole and escaping it eventually.
Well, I know he's a shopkeeper. Like, I can see that. I found that much. I can't figure out where the fuck he is.
What admits its own
I figured it out. I got it. Where the wagon works.
Well, I suggest you come with us, and as I look to Eden, Skimberly, Tyrick, and Anthony, perhaps we should have a word with this Ilmeth, this wagon worker.
We could deliver the message if you know what's supposed to be delivered.
Please feel free to ask questions. I intend to study the human anatomy.
Don't acupuncture me.
Now, Eden, this man has been, well, we seem to have threatened and he's scared of us, has been cooperative so far. Do not believe any studying must be done. I'm sure the local authorities will take care of him.
I am at your service. I can give him pleasure as well as pain. At first glance, I see that you want information, so that's the lean that I lay.
Look, man, the Earth Priest just put me up to this. I'm just
And
going
who
to
is
walk
the
out.
Earth Priest?
Really weird about Needle.
It's the dude in the other room, man.
I mean, how does the
In the other room, beyond this door?
Mm-hmm.
Well then, gentlemen, it seems we have someone else to meet.
Well, hold on a second. How are we to know that this guy isn't gonna go run off for help as soon as we leave him? There could be more of these guys somewhere.
Oh, you know what? Austin. Yeah.
You don't have to. I'll just go back to town. I'll just go back to town and mind my own
No,
business.
you're coming with me. You're
I'm just a
coming with me.
carpenter.
I'll grapple him. That's such a piratey thing. I don't know why I didn't think about that. That's so cool. Alright, you're gonna be my hostage. Now, be a good hostage. Turn around.
I believe the fear this Burgustus has of this Earth Priest. I do not believe he will be the right kind of a hostage.
And meat shield.
As you're wrestling with him, you just kind
Meat
of...
shield, yes, I can see that.
Oh, yeah.
Your pants get a little bit warm and moist. Someone has now peed your pants.
Feed my pants?
Through his pants, but he peed your pants.
Damn, good thing I wore my brown pants. Don't stay that close to me. You don't have to rub on me.
You're the one that grabbed me, man.
Sure, now walk. Open the door. As I put my falchion to his throat.
Yep. And he'll turn around and open the door for you.
Gross, I can still smell it. Oh, it's disgusting. I thought you were a grown person. What the fuck business is
An enormous chamber with a 20-foot ceiling has been carved out of the rock here. A lighted lantern rests on the floor near the center of the room. An odd array of stone monoliths, some upright standing stones and others arranged in 3 stone arches, stand around the chamber. 6 low stone slabs are set against the walls around the perimeter of the room. Each hold humanoid bones dressed in scraps of tattered cloth and rusted iron.
Doesn't look good.
Oh, Earth Priest, where are thou? We have some questions.
Well, I have no answers.
Well, he answered, so let's walk in and see where he is.
I'll walk in first with the hostage. Walk. What's your name?
Cat.
Bar Augustus.
Bar. I'll call you Bar. So, Mr. Beagle. Yeah, we got your companion. We're here to talk.
As Tyrek steps forward, this human man steps out wearing, black robes and looking real priest-like almost. Very pale, like he hasn't been outside in a very long time.
Is that bone armor?
Do you wish more ill fortune to be brought upon this land? That sinkhole wasn't enough. These stones are a warning.
The stones are?
What are they a warning of?
Well, you see, I, as a priest of the Black Earth, can divine what the stones say.
Ah, Eden. Do you know what he's talking about? The stone that speak to you?
I've heard something about it. I don't know if I can really put it in a frame of reference, though. Let me see here.
I mean, they just look like rocks. I'll start pushing the hostage forward.
Pop some rolls in there, see if I can decipher what they're talking.
Now you do anything funky, your man here, he gets it.
Kill him.
No, that's not what you're supposed to say.
Do it.
No, you're supposed to say the opposite. Then I won't kill him. I'll step in front.
I understand we're all a little bit different, but you only really kill something if you want to eat it or gain nutrients or sustenance or power. I don't see how this person can help us or hurt us.
You think he's gonna eat him?
Eden, you know almost nothing of, some druids arrange rocks in circles for, rituals and stuff, but they don't move on their own like this guy claims they do.
Yeah, so Davern, I have vague recollection of anything like this. I've certainly heard of druids, but no, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm gonna sit here and keep.
Man, you're no fun. It's my first freaking hostage experience, and you ruined. Don't you move. I'll pull out my bow. One more step and I shoot you.
So, hold on a second. Just ignore him for a minute. You said these stones... You say they tell the future. What do they say? What's so bad about a sinkhole?
It's a sign of the coming apocalypse. Join me. Be a fellow believer.
Could you be a little more specific about apocalypse?
That doesn't sound good either way. You ever heard of a good apocalypse?
Yeah, but there was that one that was supposed to happen 30 years ago, and the one before that. Which apocalypse are we on now?
I believe it was more than 30, but yes.
There was an apocalypse 30 years ago?
Oh, there was supposed to be.
What?
Something like that. I don't know.
Nonetheless, I suggest you, Earth Priest, best surrender yourself and answer these questions, as punishing a child is not a good thing.
That was not my decision. I'm not his father.
You did not interject.
No, as that is a traditional punishment for the church.
Well, I do not agree with such values. A slap on the wrist, perhaps, but for not delivering your message, torture of the such, that cannot be had. I suggest you surrender, show your face, and perhaps tell us more about this Black Earth cult you call yourselves.
Church.
Yeah, I'll shoot you in
He's
the
a
eye.
church.
So will you surrender, dear priest?
I have nothing to surrender for. I've done nothing wrong.
Well, let's give him the benefit of the doubt here. Let's figure out exactly why he's here before we make any decisions we may not be able to come back from.
Can I get like some insight on not necessarily evilness, but does he seem like a bad person, or is it a good church?
I'm eyeballing this guy. I'm with you.
So you guys want to listen to the creepy guy in the weird arm?
I mean,
If he says there's an apocalypse coming, we may as well just entertain the notion.
Yeah, tell us what your rock said.
Davrin, you're getting some serious creepy vibes from him, but like, he just looks like a dude in like a standard goth. He just hasn't seen the sunlight in a long time and wears a long flowing black robe.
Okay. And
even you can definitely sense that he has some major ill intent inside of him.
well then, Black Earth Priest, you have yet to give us your name, and what was the message the child was supposed to bring to this illness?
I am Lorach, and I had nothing to do with the message. That was from his father to another member.
Yes, but you must know what message was meant to be.
If I send a piece of
Translated.
mail to my cousin Steve, would you know what was in it?
He's got a point there.
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah. Sounds like it was something between the kid's dad and someone else.
Solid argument. Where's the dad?
The dad is the wagon worker. We'll talk with him afterwards, but
You could let Lara here answer, see what he would have given us. Maybe we were too blind.
Hey, maybe we should tie this guy to.
Hold on. He hasn't provoked us yet.
oh, and all the other members that we've encountered so far has not provoked us.
Well,
Is
they
he
all have
not
weapons
with
in their
them?
hands.
He's got a
They trapped us in
staff?
a cage. I suggest, Arak, you surrender your weapons and come with us.
Yeah, very good suggestion.
I suggest you surrender your weapons and join the church. I can guarantee
You
a
can take an
cushy-
arrow to the chest just as a reminder that we're in control.
Oh, you're in
Have
control.
enough.
As you say that, he's gonna cast a spell at you.
Yeah, not me. I'm weak of the mind.
Oh no, he didn't. Oh,
I'm an
hell.
idiot.
You have a big mouth.
You have a big mouth.
You
Most
open it
pirates
one more
do.
time. At least the chances that it's a finger dead pretty low.
I mean, if it is, I'm just rolling another character. I got a nice sorcerer planned out.
Make a
I
dex
can
save.
use that. Yes, I will.
So, as you say, we're in control. He's like, "Are you?" And he just hucks an acid splash at you, but it just goes wide and misses.
Oh, you fuck. He's getting an arrow.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, sorry.
Bam!
Again with the fucking shit initiative. Why?
I think you're just cursed.
I got a plus fucking 4. It's the first character I've ever made that's got 4 deck.
Well, pirates, underground, not really in their element.
All right. I will
Years of
cast
D&D.
a chromatic orb.
Misses.
And it was of lightning. FYI, as orb of lightning just passes between you, Eden, and Skimberly in the general direction of Larak.
Hit or miss.
He passes the save. So you miss.
So it's a miss. Ho ho ho. Psst, DM. That means it's your turn.
I know. I'm looking at spells that I don't normally use.
Hit the 3 button.
Fireball! Fireball! It's the only one you need to read.
Oop.
Yes, those earth priests, they're well known
Flare
for
fire.
fireballs.
Yeah.
I mean, volcanoes of fire.
He could be a one-trick pony. I know
Yeah,
Fireball,
if
Davern
you're a
knows Fireball,
one-trick
the Earth Priest
pony,
knows
all
Fireball.
you do is fireball. It's all you need. Oh, I need to choose one spell out of the thousands of spell in D&D. Yeah, fire. Done.
Oh, okay, I did that right. I thought I multi-clicked too many times. So should it have auto untargeted the people that? Oh wait, no, it does. Still does damage. He mutters some stuff under his breath as a loud piercing shock rings in your ears, and he casts Shatter.
Ouch.
And then moves 30 feet this way.
I will bonus action rage.
Mm-hmm.
And then use my action to start running toward him.
Okay.
Oh, you coward! 20 foot of movement to get over ear. Take a shot.
You hit? Ow!
10 foot of movement, cover behind a rock.
You didn't have him targeted, but that, no, whatever.
I did. I got like I'm 50 feet away from him. I got the whole thing.
You didn't have him,
It even says it in the comeback track. Did
yeah,
I
'cause
do
I
it
put
wrong?
the damage there, but you didn't have him targeted for the damage.
How do I target for the damage? I have to read.
No, I get I put the damage on him. You're good.
Oh, good.
Just-
That's my turn.
Control them till the target's on your screen.
It was. I got a line all the way toward him, and then he dragged him away, and the line went out.
Okay. First things first. False life on myself. Okay. Great. Now, if I use Expeditious Retreat now, can I take the dash action this turn?
Is false life a cantrip?
False life is a spell. Expeditious Retreat is a bonus action.
Oh,
It's still a
Also,
spell.
still have to be a cantrip.
Okay.
Because you can do one cantrip and one bonus action spell, or the other way around. Can't cast two
You
spells
cast-
in a turn.
So you
Other
can
than-
cast one spell, and then if you want to cast something else, it has to be a cantrip as a bonus action.
Okay. Even though Expeditious Retreat says that it's a bonus action. Got it.
Yeah, but it's still
But
a
it's a
spell.
spell.
Casting time, gotcha. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to move 25 feet here. $20. Okay.
Grund continues to be unconscious in the other room.
And another chromatic orb of lightning directed at Larak.
Have you never played Pokemon? Those aren't effective! As it sails past him again.
He's a rock type, bro. Come on,
No, he's a ground type.
get the basics.
I'll move 25 feet. The fingers come
Down
out.
Pikachu, Ash.
Clippity clip. Bling, 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 bling. You have a healing word going towards Tyrek. Shazam. That kind of sucked, but still good.
That's better than nothing.
Speaking of Expeditious Retreat, he casts that on himself and takes off running like a bitch.
How big is that fucking room? He's gonna run around in circles.
He's gonna hit a spot on the wall and disappear down a dark hallway.
After him.
Did the door close behind him?
One sec. Alright, no, the door's still open behind him.
Follow that fucker! And I'll get there. It's the end of my turn.
I move.
One sec.
And there.
Okay, I'm going to dash. That's movement speed 25, so I can move 50. Here. Okay.
Dash.
Eden.
Dash as well. My big fat fingers didn't hit the wrong.
As you guys all hit the door, you hear a fairly familiar sound of falling rocks, like the ones that hit Skim on the head, and the tunnel collapses behind him as you hear footsteps, and then just
Oh,
Son of a bitch. Oh, Lord.
I'll lay down by that rock. Oh, okay. I need a break, boy.
Nah, we'll have to go back straight into town. Let's go to the wagon.
This wagon keeper will have answers for us. It seems that this Black Earth church may become troublesome.
Can't we wait until my ears have stopped bleeding?
Nah, because he can go and warn the others, and then that wagon keeper will leave.
Alright.
We
Yeah,
weren't
man,
in
what-
town. We weren't in town very long, but I didn't see anything with the black church. This may be all underground then.
Before I want to go, I want to take a look around and see if there's anything on these bodies or any workstations around.
What are you doing with the body?
Just examining it, if there's anything by it.
Give me an investigation.
Are we still using the combat tracker?
What?
I said, are we still using the combat tracker?
No, we're
'Cause-
not in initiative anymore.
Okay, good.
You guys coming?
Those are like exceptionally old bodies. Like they've been here for a very long time.
Okay. Are they human bodies, dwarf bodies? Like, what are they doing in this room? Was this a burial chamber? Is this just where they died?
They're bones of humans.
Okay.
None of the the skeleton doesn't look intact. Like he's got an arm crushed in, like something you'd find from like an old miner.
Huh. Okay. Is he just sitting on the ground or like on a pedestal?
It's on a stone slab around the edge of the. All of the corpses around the edge of the room are on a slab.
After seeing everything in the Lord of Lance Rock's workshop, does anything here look familiar? Like it was picked over or anything?
Nope, they look like they've been put there and preserved fairly well and not disturbed.
Okay. Oh, so this is some sort of burial chamber then, I guess. Alright. Well, he said something about the rocks moving, didn't he? Just talking to the group here.
And he said that the rocks were talking.
Yeah. It didn't, what's his name? The commoner. Didn't he say something about moving rocks?
I named him Bart. I think that's close enough, right, Bart?
Bathalos?
Yeah,
Our
well,
Augustus, but nonetheless,
might be related to the fact that he can collapse a full fucking tunnel.
Do you think he's the one who did it?
Well, that or they have some kind of defense around here.
I think he said the rocks told him it was gonna happen. But I lost a couple of liter of blood.
I want to examine the rocks, see if there's anything special about them, any sort of magical presence to them.
Hey Bart, what you
Give
know
me an
about the
Arcana.
rocks?
They seem to move on their own sometimes, and the man you just chased out of this chamber was one of the few that could divine them and tell us the future.
So
Okay.
they watch the rock, and when they move, they know the future. You lying to me?
Are any of the rocks floating like the one in the blast room?
No,
or are
they're
they
all
literally moving along the ground?
they're all just rocks on the ground.
Okay. Huh. Well, on the one hand, it could be, he's an earth priest. He's moving the rocks around with his earth magic. On the other, it could be some sort of natural occurrence, right?
No, I've seen him move on their own, man, without him here. He was in the bathroom
Okay.
down the hall.
Did they ever do anything weird beyond that? Like, moving rocks is weird, but anything strange beyond that?
No, they just move sometimes.
I'm not
Davin,
a
what do
priest
you
per
make
se.
of this?
I'm a cleric, but dwarves have some affinity with rocks. Does anything seem weird, out of place?
I mean, you can definitely tell it's dwarven craftsmanship in this room.
Does anything strike my eye that would make me, walk towards that direction?
Give me a perception.
I'm gonna continue to scan the room as well.
When you are done, perhaps we should go back up. Bring this half-orc to justice, as well as dear Baragustus. Perhaps the townfolk know more of this cult. There might be others hiding among the common folk. Quite troublesome, I believe, with this apocalypse.
Nothing peculiar about the room really strikes your attention, but you do notice some like gleaming coming from between the two big rocks here.
Okay, Davin captivates me
Not
because
you, Anthony.
I'm not.
You
I'm
look
not
around the room and you're like,
book-learned
"Yep,
by
those are
any-
rocks."
But if I see some gleaming in this, that, and the other, I'm gonna go over here and check this out. But I'm gonna listen to those guys that walk around those robes. They seem to know stuff that I can't quite figure out. But I'm gonna check out anything that's gleaming or glistening or this. So I'm gonna poke around. I got my action there. Got my warhammer. I'm gonna ping, ping, ping on a few rocks and see what I can.
You find actually roll me an attack real quick. You're like pushing around at the rocks and you hit the ground a little hard, and you hear that like a very distinct tone of like metal vibrating, but like after you hit the ground real good, the rocks all in the room start to float just about an inch off the ground.
I did that. I did that.
That's
You
weird.
the what?
I am the rock god.
How did you do that, Eden?
I think the other one was already calling himself by that.
Yeah, I have no idea what I did. I just thought it'd be kind of cool to say that.
And then then you also find 4 trade bars stashed between the 2 rocks that are now kind of just floating apart from each other.
You found a bar.
See, I am not the sharpest tool in the shed, but if there's a puzzle, I'll figure it out. I got stones floating. I see glimmering lights. It's your guys' job to figure this stuff.
I have faith in Eden. I mean, he's a dwarf after all. This is a dwarven
Hey, no stone.
place by seems.
Figure.
And if he does not know any more than that, I suggest we move along.
Hey,
I like
Bart.
to skim.
What? I was gonna ask my little friend Bart here if he knew any healing spells.
I know some healing spells.
I know you do. Don't fucking put out your needles on me.
I will put more than just needles on you. But I will keep my eye
Just
on
don't
you. I
put
will not
anything inside me, at least.
Oh, he can rub you good, such as Baragustus did.
Well, now you're giving him
a good
ideas.
courtesy reach around is always welcome.
I won't let you perish. You just be fantastic, my good friend. I will not let you perish.
I'm fabulous, not fantastic. I'm a pirate. There's a difference.
So do you guys leave the?
Yeah,
Yep.
and I'm grabbing Bart by the fucking collar.
Yep, I'm fine.
What are you doing?
Rocks
with,
are floating. Nothing else is happening. We're
What
out.
are you doing with Grund?
I mean, he's gonna have a really hard time getting out of that one.
Looking at two people and just carrying that. I'll be able to grab one part of him. I'll grab his head. Anybody else helping with that?
Your legs are as big as a tree trunk. You can carry a
Eh.
fucking man.
I'll give you a hand.
It's not about how much I can push. It's about the fact that it's a full-length human. I can't do that.
Yeah, he's already tied up like a beast. Just
Apple.
put it over your shoulder.
Nah. Got that.
Now, Bart, you're with me.
I'll try and carry the half-orc on my shoulders alone.
See, you
First
can
of
do
all-
it. You can do it.
Give me a strength check.
Use your back. Lock your knees.
What lift with a turning, jerking motion?
Yes.
Do not lock your knees. You are. I'm going to do a seminar on
As
proper.
Anthony tries to lean down to help Tyrek pick him up, Tyrek just grabs the half orc and just puts him up on his shoulder and is like, "Let's go."
See, told you, not much bigger than a cow. My dad had a wife once. He said she could put a cow down in the field and then drag it all the way back to the house alone. He was terrified of her.
That's a good reason. God. Oh.
Bart, you better fucking move. I'm
starting
bleeding
to
from
bleed
my
out.
ear and nose.
You
Maybe
can
my
pretty much
eyes.
just
I don't.
assume that Bart is like following you very closely.
Yeah, my patience has limit.
Unless there's anything else you want to do in here, we can just say you guys make it to Red Lurch with no
Hey, do we
issue.
have a plank?
Nah, I don't
You're
think
not
we have
getting him to
anything
walk
else.
the plank.
Damn it! I've always wanted to do it.
A real pirate would have.
Oh, shut up. I'm still young. Please. That was my sass for the way home. I don't have anything else.
So what do we do with these two?
Fresh open air, my friend. Fresh open air. I am with you wherever you go. We're kind of new to the town. I guess the law and order here is like every other town. No reason for us to distrust them. I say we walk them down to the const. We only made what 2 or 3 stops when we came into town before we got.
Well, our friend Anthony, it's been here longer than us. He can probably tell us where it is, or at least where some people of the law would.
Uh,
Once we, dispatcher, return these two to the authorities. A visit to the wagon works might be viable. And where did the kid say he lived? Or where did we return him to? Back up? Made sure he
We
was
returned
okay
him
and
back.
taken care of?
I got him out of the hole. Made sure people were there when he got out. But yeah,
Okay, so I suggest, returning to the people and making sure he's taken care of and not returning to his father.
As you make it to the surface, the constable is standing there with the boy. He says, "This boy accuses you all of doing a molest to him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're
Come
all under
on!
arrest."
Fuck's sake, at least put us in a cell quickly.
I look to the constable.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh no! I know you are,
Kimberly,
but I'm
no,
like,
it's
Kimberly did it.
God damn it. I knew we shouldn't have trusted him. I should have killed the other one.
he's a pirate. He just came in and said "swiggity swooty."
I swung my rapier a bit too hard. I'm sorry, officer.
Nobody would ever accuse the clergy of touching little boys in inappropriate places. You're out of your.
Huh? What? Sorry, what was you saying about the Korean little boys?
No. He's a cleric, not a priest.
Ah, okay. There's a difference there.
Ah,
I'll trust your word for it, because
come
otherwise
to
I
think
have
of it,
some-
he did say he was an earth priest.
Yeah. There was a priest down there we couldn't get to, Mr. Constable.
I think he said the constable was just a joke.
He talks to rocks. Fuck, you guys left a kid alone up next to a hole? How did he get up?
I called some people, and they came around the hole, dropped another rope in, and hoisted the kid up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know who picked him. I don't know who was up there. Might be with his father, might be with somebody else.
So Bart, do you know anyone in the city?
I suggest we be careful at this point, as there might be other followers that were down there.
Do you think they're above ground now?
Well, I mean, I kind of agree. I mean, we don't know this town. We've only been here a short time.
That's
But
true.
I'm
The
with
only-
you guys.
Then I say we make an example out of Bart. Put him down the plank.
No,
Come on.
no,
The
not
news.
only.
burn him?
I believe the innkeeper may be worth of trust.
Do you think the innkeeper is gonna burn him?
No, but she may know more about what's going on here. Source
I
of
agree.
rumors.
I agree.
She did pay us kindly for the work we did and had the interest of the town at heart, it seems.
Hey,
As for
Bart,
the others,
Yeah, but
do
first,
you know about Red Larch?
Innkeepers seem to know about all the local gossip. They'll know if Bart is good or bad, and this that, and the other, and she'll
Plus, if
probably know. She'll
any of
probably know
these
if we're
fellows
up
from
and
the
up.
you go
Sorry.
ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm good.
Okay. I was gonna say that if she's seen any of these fellows in these same cloaks from the church, she might have seen where they go to, what they look like.
Yeah, let's bring Bart. See what she has to say about him. Before I decide to pop his kneecap off with my rapier. You know,
Now
your
that
friend
half-orc,
would be real good.
now that half-orc's being heavy on my shoulder. So let's drop these two and then let's go and ask a question, alright?
Oh, I say we make Bart pull the fork up.
Is there
We're-
any big
we're in the
building
town
that I
around the
saw
corner.
when we came in and this something that would look like a city hall or maybe a tower?
The biggest building is probably the Swinging Sword, followed closely by the Wagon Works. If you asked around, you could probably figure out who the constable is.
We better ask at the Swinging Sword. If we go to the Wagon Works now, we might scare off the kid's father.
Why not? Let's go. I'm gonna start walking toward the swinging sword.
yes, and I believe Kaylee says able to answer a few questions.
Mm-hmm. Yes, hello, you're back.
Ah, yes. Seems your quaint little town. It's built on dwarven ruins, and there might be trouble about.
Ah, yes, the Delvers. I've heard stories in my youth about them. The original
Would you
human
care to
explorers.
share?
Yeah, the original human explorers that discovered the. They discovered something underground, but I thought it was all stories, so I never really paid attention.
And about these stories, what do you know?
It said they found a bunch of dwarven stuff underground, and that's what they used to start Red Larch.
Fair enough. And as I approach, whisper, have you heard anything of a Black Earth cult? Not too loud, just loud enough for her to hear.
Oh heavens, no!
Strange gatherings in the area.
I mean, I've seen some people walking around with cloaks in the dark or at near dusk, but I figured they were just being ready for rain.
Do you know anything about the propriety of the wagon works?
Oh yeah, the Wagon Works. Ilmeth owns and operates that place.
And what more can you tell me about him? Or us, for that matter?
He makes a lot of wagon wheels and repairs wagons, and he employs a bunch of people. He's a good person, from what I mean, he likes to drink, but I mean, who in this town doesn't?
Agreeable as I look to Skim.
I like the drink.
I'm okay with it.
And can I look around? Who else is in the inn at the moment, or is it just Kalesa?
I figure if we meet these guys, Bart can probably show us around. Maybe introduce us.
You see like a maid carrying around a mop and bucket, like going from room to room.
Hey, you think we could stop for a minute? I need to catch my breath and get all of this blood away from my nose. I don't know. Solve my holes.
I mean, feel free to wash up in the washroom.
The healing from Eden comes towards you. Poo, poo,
Now,
poo.
I gotta ask, did you use a needle?
I will if it's necessary.
Please never
But,
use your needle on me.
My magics are amplified by my sciences of joints, bones, and muscles.
Yeah. You can
So
have
for
my
this
hands.
case,
That's fine. You can have
for
my
this
hands.
case,
When I'm dead, you take my hands. I know. Okay, that's fine. Don't talk anymore about Jesus Christ. You can have my hand.
we will see when you're getting close to death. I will bring you back, my friend. I will say.
Yeah, just I'll take them before I'm dead. I actually feel a lot better though. Thank you.
Okay. You said the proprietor of the wagon works, likes to drink. When is he usually about?
Well, I mean, he works at his shop for during the day, and then when they close, he goes over to the tavern and drinks.
Okay. I'll pull Davern aside for a second. She says that he has a lot of people working for him. We don't know if they're with this church or not, so maybe it'd be best to wait for him to be alone and drinking. Davern.
Yes, as I consider that. Well, there's 5 of us. There can only be so many exits to that wagon work.
That's true.
As long as he doesn't run into Skimberly.
What? Why? Why me?
I'd fear you'd run over and scream. Drawing too much attention, as
I
you are
never
such good to do so.
Don't scream, I talk loud. Gotta. No, I'm not gonna say that. That sounds weird.
What were you gonna say?
Something about my throat. But that's fine. I get it from my mom. Anyway, walk out!
I kind of, I believe a meal would be do us justice after what we've done.
Oh,
Perhaps.
goddammit. You wanna feed with Bart being here? I can't. Look at him. You're really gonna wanna eat looking at this face? Like, grab him by the face.
I've been looking at yours for a few days, so.
I'm a splendid.
We still gotta find the constable as well.
Ah,
I
yes.
wanna persuade you.
Beauty is only in the eye of the beholder, which you seem to have one missing.
No. I don't have a missing eye. This is it's kind of a lens. Old man, which you seem to be.
I'm really wise. Old, no.
I just put the thing in front of the eye so I look more like a pirate.
But aren't you a pirate?
So
Always looks
I
like
mean,
a
not
pirate.
want to be a pirate. I wish I was a pirate. I haven't been doing much pirating, but I'm trying.
Ah, yes. take out my book and takes notes.
What you doing there?
Taking notes.
About what?
What we've been doing.
What have we been doing?
A sinkhole. Were you not there?
Yeah, no, I know the sinkhole. We explored it. You can't remember if you don't write it down? Is that because you're too old?
I'm gonna walk between you two guys, shove myself between you with the half orc unconscious on my shoulder. Alright, get the fucking directions to the constable. Or I'm throwing this guy on the ground and
I'll just put him on the ground.
One of you, shut up! Well, finding the constable, then we come back and we can have a talk, alright? I'll wait outside, well, come on, guys.
Well, I gotta. What do I do with Bart? Should we bring it to the
Walking back
constable?
outside.
Bart's part of the church too. We should probably bring him to the constable.
But it might be useful if we find more of those members. Bart. So, as a hostage, I'm gonna give you a choice. Real quick. Gotta decide now. You want to go with your friend over there, or you coming with us and you're shutting your mouth and you're being a good boy?
I just want to get back to my carpentry shop.
You're not getting anywhere that I told you about without you knowing. Yo, constable, or what? Don't you smart mouth me.
And Kaylessa, I'll be like, oh, the constable, he works with his wife down at her butcher shop.
Oh.
Just down south past the crossroads and take a right.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we better take this out of the hen. We're making kind of a scene. Bart, go up.
He follows you.
And I'll follow my friend Tyra. You heard about the direction to the constable?
No,
Tyrek?
it's outside. No, it's outside.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. It's on the right somewhere. Butcher shop? Shop. Something.
Anthony just pushes past Skim and just starts walking towards the constables. Butcher
I'll
shop.
follow Anthony.
I'll make sure that Bart follows Anthony.
All right. A couple houses before the butcher, Anthony stops and tells him, "Okay, you're gonna go into that building over there. The butcher. Talk to the husband of the shopkeeper there. He'll take care of it." And I'm gonna walk off the other direction.
Are they gonna butcher him? Bro, are they gonna butcher him?
The constable is they're fucking married, dude.
What does that fucking mean?
Just gonna shake my head and continue walking,
Shit,
eager
they're
to
gonna butcher
not
those
be
two.
around the constable.
Have we been eating people's soup? That boar from the other day at the inn. Maybe it wasn't boar.
Eden looks over to Skim. I lived in the woods for years, and I don't even know what you're talking about. Let's go to the butcher.
You
Get some
clearly
cattle.
haven't read any book. This is a standard story. We go there, they're cannibals, they ambush us, try to make us eat people.
I have yet to read that book.
Well,
And
you're
I've read many a
uneducated.
book. Pardon? What did you call me?
What? I said, Bart, move, you fucking mutton.
He's following you. Are you guys going into the butcher shop?
I'm kicking him in front of me. I want him to go in first.
Next door to Truth's fine poultry stand 4 identical single-story buildings running back from the street in a line. The front building has a painted sign of a ham being carved by a cleaver, accompanied by no words.
Well then, I believe Tyrek was leading the way, as well as Anthony.
Anthony left us. He went on the other way.
Oh, so I'm just pushing the guy in the fucking thing as I fall. Hey, we got a ruffians over here. Where's the sheriff?
Well, as you walk in, you just see a lady like bring down a cleaver, cutting a leg off of a pig, and like, you know, cutting a ham chunk off of a pig. And you want my husband? I'll be right back. And she scurries in the back.
Hey, before you go,
What?
you're not gonna butcher and eat these people, right?
What?
Okay, good.
She's making pig knuckles. She's going to get her husband. I'm gonna eat
Oh,
some pig
man.
knuckles. I'm gonna sit here. Yeah,
I could
I'm here.
maybe eat them raw. You know, you suck the ligament out of it. Oh, so good. And then you use the pot to clean your teeth off. Right? That and the tongue, best part of the pig.
One sec. I need to figure out what he is.
That one told me a story. He went back from a trip and he bought 16 barrels full of 1,000 pig tongue, all marinated. Oh, he made so much money out of that. Can you believe the farms they must have down there where he picked it up? 1,000 pigs tongue. 16 barrels. Insane.
So, after a minute or so, you know, bigger guy, you know, he's older and has clearly seen some shit, comes in wiping his hand on a rag and is like, "What can I do for you?"
Got some ruffians for you. And maybe a few pig tongues if you got them marinated.
Marinated pig tongues. I don't think we have any of those in stock. I got some pigs.
All
I
right,
have
then
some
the
pickled
ruffians. Bart,
pig's
Bart,
feet. And
come up.
Bart, what have you gotten into now?
Tell him who you are. Tell him where we found you.
And Bart will explain the situation, the hole, and what he was doing down there. And he's like, "Ugh. All right. What did you guys do to poor Grund? Fucking half-wit. He's always good for pickles at the market."
Whatever's happening here or there, it sounds like there's a cult of some sort below ground, and I'm not sure the top side of the city knows what's going on, or people do know what's going on. They're just not talking to us because they're involved.
I mean, what did you find down there that makes you think a cult is in town?
Oh, a guy with a bone armor robe, and he cast a spell on us that made me bleed from my ear and nose and eyes and mouth, and I'll check my pants and other orifices.
He said he was a priest of the Black Hill, earth called?
Dwarven tunnels with runes, floating rocks.
The
People
name?
trying to convince us to come and join their passion.
And we're
there's
missing
something-
the elephant in the room where he put a kid under a ton of rock.
Well, is the kid okay?
Yeah, we got him here. Where's the kid?
Was the kid that I called that from the hole after we went down?
I think the kid ran away, but we got these two. The
You
big
know,
orc
you,
on the floor is dangerous.
Well, I mean,
You
from
know-
what you've told me, nothing really sounds like a crime they've done.
maybe youth will be youth, but what can we do to help Red Large out? We've been given a task. Where do we need to head next?
I mean, were there like any bodies or someone murdered down there? Because disciplining a child.
Yeah, they fucking attacked us with weapons. They tried to murder us many times. Well, not these two specifically, but I mean that one on the floor. He did.
So you guys went into a series of tunnels and murdered people?
It was self-defense.
Mm-hmm.
That was my whole argument. I don't have anything from there.
I mean, perhaps there were some bodies down there that they killed.
That would put kids on the rock as a punishment. Like, I don't think you understand what I mean by rock. I mean boulders. I mean, I had to dig this fucking kid out. And they seemed okay with it.
So he was okay with it, and it was a punishment.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You just said he was okay with it.
The kid wasn't okay with it. I mean, was he?
The kid spent 2 days under the rocks or something like that. No
He
water,
didn't
no
even
food.
have- Yeah, okay, no, that was torture, okay?
All right. We'll check it out. He pulls out a little pad and scribbles down some notes. How do I get in there?
Holy fuck, by the big hole in the middle of your town.
Big
Well, you can also
hole,
get from the
middle of town. From where?
from the mines, I think.
I'm walking out.
The stoneworks. Yeah. Ah, the stoneworks. All right.
Yes. Oh,
All right. We'll get someone down there.
and you're gonna look into it.
And he's gonna turn around and be like, "Honey, give me a hand with these guys." And his wife will come back out and she'll grab Grund off of your shoulder and put him up on her shoulder and be like, "All right, where are we taking him?"
Oh, wife doesn't beat a cow and bring it back to the house.
Did he seem to be genuine when he said they were gonna look in?
Give me an insight. Yeah, he seems really trustworthy. Like he looks really tired because he's a very busy man, but he definitely looked genuine and 100% truthful in the fact that he was going to look into the caves under the town and punish these two for their misdeeds.
Well, then, I think we'll
Beware,
have
there
one
might be
way.
more.
We'll keep it quiet. And he grabs Bart by the ear and drags him behind him into the fourth building in the row, where you can hear him giving orders to some other people that were napping in there just through the wall, you know. Okay, call. So, he'll come back and anything else I can help you with? Constable or butchery related?
No, thank you. You've been kind enough. As I step out and look for Anthony.
How about you, short man?
Down the street a couple ways.
Looks at
just
Eden.
leaning against the building.
I'll lead.
Well, Mr.
So it goes.
Well, Mr. Dwarf, I can't help you with female companionship, but I can help you with food. What you need?
If I get the food, the female companion will come. Once I get starting chewing on a piece of pork, they just come around.
And they'll like weigh out a pound of salt pork and be like, 2 silver.
Paid, yes. The dwarven life is the life for me. Two silver removed.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything right now?
Take a quick 5.
Okay. What time of day is it in game?
Like 11 in the morning now.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, it was it was around 9 when the hole sunk, and then you guys spent a couple hours down there, and now it's 11.
Are there still people by the hole, or has it been like taped off, roped off?
They've got some ropes going around it, and some people trying to figure out how to fix it.
Okay. Well, then I'll go back to the tavern and take a short rest. While we take this short break.
Alright, be right back.
So how is Tarkov going?
Good.
Good. I've only played it once since we played. I need to get back into it.
There's another one. Unt Shadow something.
Hunt Showdown.
Showdown. Yeah. I want to try that one.
It's a lot of fun, but you need to be with someone you play a lot with.
I could, but honestly, multiplayer game, competitive game anymore.
I mean, there is a single player mode to it, but the game is designed for pairs.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not really jumping into it. But my friend told me about it today, and I was like, yeah, maybe. and they talked about Tarkov, and I was like, yeah, maybe.
As far as a roguelike arena, it's really a lot of fun.
It's like Vermintide. I barely play. I was like, yeah. Although Outer World, Red Dead Redemption 2, single player mode, X. What's the ETA for everyone?
And I'm back.
I'm there.
I'm here. Are we all back?
Still here.
There's a vote.
Oh yeah, there's a vote.
That answers your question.
Okay, so everyone's back.
Yep.
What are you guys doing?
So where we going?
I believe we have a meeting with Ilmeth. The wagon worker, if you weren't keeping notes.
Yep. To the wagon works.
Alright, to the wagon works. Which is pretty much right across the street from the butcher. Everyone just walking in the front door, or
I believe, are
Yep.
there any other back doors, or...
Might
I
actually
mean-
kick it out.
there's a large yard
Free.
in the back filled with wagons and stuff.
I'm gonna go around back, duck in between the wagons, see if there's anyone back there.
I'll join Anthony. Go back.
Okay, I'll do a distraction at the front, I guess.
No need to distract him. It's purely if he runs away. I believe we can come in and perhaps attempt to buy such a wagon.
Anyone who's going around back, give me a perception check.
And perhaps try to be stealthy, if that is the goal you're aiming for.
Anthony, you're too focused on being extra stealthy, so you don't really notice anyone in the yard, but you do manage to find a route where no one could see you if you did travel through it.
Okay.
And then, Tyrek, are you being stealthy when you go in, or are you just kind of trotting in the back?
Stealthy barbarian, yes. At least it's not a stealthy armor-plated barbarian.
I mean, the tactical armor-clad
I'll
barbarian.
I'll try and follow Anthony sneaky.
Okay, as you get in the back, you see a halfling fixing a wagon wheel, like replacing spokes and stuff in it, you know, just not paying attention to anything, and the occasional hammering like covers your footsteps, so you make it to Anthony, and you guys are both hiding behind a couple of wagons.
Okay. Do we see any sort of like back door on the main building?
Yeah, there's a back door where you can go from the yard back into the building.
Is there a bar or anything we can put across the door?
I mean, it's a wagon shop. There's a ton of material everywhere.
But like, is there anywhere to like secure it on the door?
Not from the outside, because you guys are like over here.
Hold on.
Well, we can just keep an eye out, and if somebody just runs out from the back, we can jump on them.
All right. Yeah. We'll just camp by the back door then.
Cool. Inside team, what are you doing?
I walk in.
Kicking in the door! Pirate style!
As you like bring your boot back, Davrin opens the door and you just kind of take a big step inside.
Come out, wherever you are. As I pull out my weapons.
Oh, God. I sigh and take a step back. Kind of hint at might want to put him away.
Okay, if we runs we got mans on the back of this house, right? I'll close the door behind us.
You grappled the other one. No need to flat out try to kill him. Of course he'll run at
I'm
that
not gonna
point.
try and kill him. This is for intimidation.
Hey! What are you guys
What?
doing in my shop?
Oh! Hey! I'm intimidating you!
Not really. Do you need a wagon wheel or something? Wagon breakdown?
I think... Wait, you broke my beat a little. Let me talk to my coworker. Darby, what we doing now?
Kind of shrug and look, trying to best disarm the situation. Yes, well, actually,
Doesn't seem too armed.
purchasing a wagon. And perhaps you can tell us more about this wonderful town. So I nudge to skim Tashisa's weapons.
Yeah, sorry about that. I've just been hired. Protection, you know, it's my first job. I'm trying to make it. Sorry, sir.
Kind of wobbles a bit on his feet, like, no problem. What? Yeah, I can. Yeah, wagon. We got a bunch of them out back. What are you looking for? 1 horse, 2 horse, 4 horse? Covered, uncovered? All terrain, heavy duty.
And whisper in his ear.
Believe.
Ask for a 12. Nobody's ever seen 12 horses.
How about 8 horses?
8 horses? Oof. I've seen one of them once. Won some fancy race, but it would take some time for me to build something.
What
like
do you have
that.
available then?
I got 1 horse, 2 horse, 4 horse, covered, uncovered, basic, all-terrain, heavy duty if you're working in the mines.
Oh, what's a haul every duty? What's a all terrain? What's an all terrain wagon look like?
Well, the all-terrain got metal tires, so it don't get stuck, and wider, so they don't get stuck as easy in mud.
Yes.
That
Now,
sounds cool.
now,
Can we get one?
and how long have you been in Red Larch in this wagon work?
Well, I've been in Red Larch my whole life, but I opened this wagon works to try and put the competitors out of business because I feel they are too expensive.
Understandable. So you've been here all your whole life. Have you ever heard of the Delvers?
Delvers?
Perhaps a moving stone of sorts. Try to get some insight on how he's reacting.
Give me an insight check.
Hey, can I do one too? I'm here.
You're, yeah, go ahead and give me one too. But, Davrin, you're more enamored by the fact that his blinks aren't synced up. Like, he's blinking one eye than the other. He's clearly fairly intoxicated.
Ah, well. Let me see.
Skim, you can tell he's like thinking about it, but not like drunk thinking, like
I think you're gonna have to give him more.
I mean, I've heard about the Delvers and kid stories.
And
Kid?
what about stones? Moving, floating ones.
What about kids under stones?
What?
Or perhaps attached to them.
No.
As I
Under
move
a
closer.
pile of stone for days. Do you know anything about that?
No.
Good. Okay.
And
I don't either.
I heard you had a son.
No. Do you think
No.
a woman would come over here to this mess?
Apparently so.
This is the guy he's supposed to be delivering the message to, not his dad.
Oh.
You guys didn't ask his name.
Hey, I'm the smart one.
You sure are, buddy.
Then let me be perhaps more specific. Is it Ilmeth?
Yep, that's me, and this is my shop.
What
Got
do you know
one
of the
horse,
Black
two
Earth?
horse. What?
What do you know of the Black Earth?
His eyes kind of like shoot open, like what?
Oh, I'm serious? I'll put my serious face on. Hands on my weapon.
Yes.
Oh, ain't no need
Black
for swords,
Earth.
friend. You looking to join? It's a good church.
Now, perhaps if you wish to tell me more about it.
Oh, we're cool with them? Okay.
I kind
Sorry,
of look
boss.
into this, like I kind of look at Skimberly and like,
I'm trying. It's sorry. It's my
no, but talking, yes, kind of that look of like, for now, yes, just play along.
And okay, so I mean, he's a real nice fella. He can see, changes and prophecies and stuff, and in some rocks, I guess.
And what is this man's name? Where might we find him?
Well, you'd have to join before I can tell you that.
And how does one join?
Oh, well, that's above my pay grade.
Well, perhaps you can bring us to someone that could answer these questions, as joining must be done with a well-educated knowledge and not just a guess. Isn't that right, Skim?
Yeah, definitely right. As I slowly walk back, turn my back around, and I just shove my shirt back into my pants and walk to the door and lock.
As you do that, Ilmith just takes off, bolting out the back.
Well then,
Do we see Ilmet coming out from the back?
Yeah, you sure do. He just, like, pushes the door open and is trying to push over a stack of wood to try and block the door for the outside.
I'm gonna start into a sprint, a famous dwarven sprint, and then I'm gonna charge. I want to try and grapple him.
Since we're standing right in front of it, we're just gonna dogpile on him.
Okay.
Is there like an open close sign on the door? Because I want to put it closed.
well, let Eden come in. At least let him know that he's running. If he hasn't heard it.
Nah, I mean, he heard. I'm assuming.
As,
If he sees the closed door sign, probably he's gonna think about it. He's smart, our dwarf friend.
As he manages to push over the pile of wood, he turns around and Tyrek, you just spear him to the ground.
Oi, where do you think you're going, mate? Seems like you're trying to run from somebody.
Right in the knee, man. The knee tackle. It gets you.
While he does that, I'm gonna look back for that halfling elf. Or halfling?
Yeah, just halfling.
Just halfling.
He just looks away and he like looks up, sees the commotion, and just does that like, not my problem, turns around and just goes back to hammering.
Oh, if you're running away from one of our friends, I think we can bring you back in and we'll have some questions for you. You must be Ilmet, or something like that, right? The father of the kid under the rocks? I'm gonna start and try and force him back into the shop.
I'll walk to the back, give a gold to the hammering halfling. We're gonna be here for.
He just goes, takes the gold, hops over the fence, and you just see him walking towards the Helmet at High Sun, the tavern.
Good boy. I'll lock the door behind me. Get in, everyone. Think we all need to have a chat with this mister over here. Maybe we could get a plank. There's a lot of wood back there. I saw some.
There's no boat or any oar to push him over the plank.
No, you don't
we
have to
can get
put
a
them in the
plank.
water. You could just give them down from the top of the house or something. I don't know. Just put a plank up something. Have him spear him, have him jump, or make the choice at least. Something like that, you know?
Well,
Or like in the
perhaps-
stories.
well, perhaps let him sober up, as he seems intoxicated.
What?
I hit
Looks
my head when I
freaking
got
sharp
tackled
to
by
me.
that train.
See? Sharp. When I'm drunk, I can't speak.
Exactly.
I'm
so,
just puking everywhere.
What's a train?
That's That's a long story in a dwarven tavern, my.
The train? Like
Oh, the explanation of what a train is.
a train?
Yeah,
Oh,
not
I
know
heard
that
some
they
farming
got
talk
that.
about going on a train before. What's the train?
I think it was the name of that 8-horse cart you asked about.
Yes, that might be so.
I don't think
So,
the
I
bargain
mean, that
we're
thing that
talking about
multiple
a
wagons get
8-horse
hitched together?
wagon.
Gentlemen, we can discuss about trains and
They
such.
were saying they were running a train on some guy. I don't know.
Yes, now I look back to Elmeth. And now, when I mentioned the Black Earth, that is when you ran. When I mentioned more information, you seemed uneased. Now, will you talk?
What do you want to know?
Well,
Yeah.
more about this Black Earth, this apocalypse.
Jarek, are you like holding his arms or anything?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
holding still.
Can someone get me that bottle from under the bench there? My head's killing me from being tackled.
Well, perhaps someone grabbed the bottle and then I hand it to Skim.
That's my whiskey!
I'll have a big gulp and probably nearly spit it. I don't know.
I'll take the bottle
I'll
out of Skim's
swallow
hands
it and
before he
then
takes it all.
my eye is I get teary eyes.
Before he drinks it all, I'll take it out of his hands and hold it kind of sideways and pour a little bit out. Say, I think you can answer some questions first.
Yeah, the Black Earth. They're the people that caused the sinkhole.
And you are part of those people.
Look, man, they give you free drinks at the meetings, and they say I can have a good spot and after the prince arises or something.
And where we may find more in prints and such, I do not believe this region is intent on sinkholes.
Oh, I saw you guys. Someone, I'm assuming you guys, because I saw you jump in the hole, scared off the one priest that was in town.
And where might we find him?
I don't know where he hides. I saw him come
I'm
out
gonna
of the
pour out a
hole in the
little more
ground
whiskey
back
as he
there,
says
and
that. Gonna pour out a little bit more whiskey and say, "Are you sure you don't know?"
oh, my drink.
I didn't catch that.
Oh,
Hey,
my
you want me to
drink.
pop his kneecap off?
No, you're abusing the alcohol enough. You don't have to hurt me.
I'm just asking. I ain't the boss. What we doing, Captain? Does I look to Anthony?
Gonna put my finger over the spout. It's like, well, if he could give us some ideas where the priest came from or where he might be going, maybe we can give him a drink.
Hey, you! As I grab the drink out of his hand. You tell us what we need to know, or you don't get your drink.
It's probably going back to the Temple of the Black Earth. I've never
Which
been there.
is
I've never been there.
Where is it?
Somewhere.
Didn't ask if you were there. They asked where it is.
Give me one sec.
Yeah, I'm getting to be the bad man. It's okay, everyone. I'll give him his drink later. He told us. Not gonna stop a man from drinking.
gonna snatch the bottle back out of his hands, convinced that Skim is gonna drink more of it.
I was about to
Oh,
say,
I'm letting it go. I'm not, but I'm keeping his glass with his dose, like just away from his fucking head. Slowly put it under his nose and take it back.
What's he talking about? A glass? There's no glass.
There's no glass.
It's just the bottle.
Okay, well then, I'm not gonna give it away. I'm teasing the guy with the bottle. What you don't understand is people who drink really likes to drink, especially when they've drank.
Amen.
That's why I keep taking the bottle and pouring some out. He said he doesn't like it. He's giving us information.
Trying to figure out where it is.
Nobody likes it. You just gotta drink it.
Morgan, which direction is it from here?
It will be generally to the east.
Just open your throat and swallow it.
Yes, so in the general eastern from here. A little bit to the north.
It's to the east.
Just
Very
east.
well.
Down
You
the
know,
road a
anybody-
ways.
Clearly, this man is just but an underling. No more trouble as long as does not communicate of our presence. I believe letting that cloaked mass figure run away may have alerted, at least brought some attention to us. This man knows nothing, as it seems that message got failed to be delivered. Now, perhaps we can learn more of other things going on in town. Other people might know of a cult or other troubles around, as I fear if such a presence is in these lands, there might be more.
That's a fair point. But first, I think he's earned a drink. So here, friend, have a nice little drink. I'll put the bottle up to his lips and give him a swig.
I'll let him go.
He'll grab the bottle and just start chugging.
So do we like him or not? I got confused when you took out the bottle from my hand.
We do not like him, though he does not know anything. And
Hold on.
people need wagons.
He says
Should
he
we-
went to a meeting and they gave him free drink. Who else do you know that was at these meetings, friend?
Oh, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of us.
Yeah.
Anyone
Which
of note
one
from town?
specifically?
Maybe is a smith in attended the meetings? A butcher attended the meetings? What do you know?
The butcher's
Who
a
do you
good
know?
guy. You've never seen him there.
The butcher's a good guy. Okay, so not the butcher. So what about the innkeeper?
I've never seen her there either.
Okay, good. What about who else is from town?
How
What
about
about-
we go this the other way around?
No, it's not gonna work. He's you don't know how drunk people work? Negation. You have to go from the oh god damn it. I dealt with my mother enough.
This is before or after she brought the cow in from the field?
I think that was after.
Wait, no, that wasn't my mother. That was my father's like no, not my mother at all. Otherwise I'd have those fucking nice shoulders I could show off. No. I get those jeans. You know what? It's funny. My father had like a lot of wife, no kid until my mom.
Yes. Now, other people, other leads.
Uno momento.
I suggest we ask around.
Nah,
The
we can.
innkeeper was a good lead,
Nah, he said he was. He said she wasn't there.
but she might know of other strange things.
Holy
that-
shit! The only one in this town who knows more about this guy is the one that organized the goddamn thing. We getting the information out of this fucker. If I have to pop his kneecap out, I will do it.
Skim.
I mean, the guys that always join me by the drink table was Bear
Yeah, who's that
Augustus
guy?
and Orlando.
You guys heard
Orlando
that?
and Augustus.
Bear
Nice
Augustus,
one.
Bart, the guy you turned in already.
And where can we find this Orlando?
Yeah, it was the other one. Augustus, we took care of him.
Yes, Orlando. Where might we be finding him?
1 sec.
Oh, now he knows stuff. I'm gonna get the bottle out of his and try and grapple. Well,
I
you
mean,
don't
I think he's the barber. He cuts my hair.
Does he do
Well-
your ugly teeth too?
No, we
No
need
need
a
to be
dentist.
doing
You have a dentist? I'm
We need
impressed.
one.
This town is. Oh, you need one. My father might have some contracts. He knows a lot of people. I might ask. Wait. Maybe not for you, but I'll think about it.
And with your newfound leads, I think we can call it here for the night.
Sounds good, thank you, DM.
Mm-hmm. Give me more
sounds
time
good
to come
game,
up with my
guys.
bullshit.
It's an art.
So we say that after this, we went back to the tavern and had a long rest.
I mean,
No,
It's like-
No, we didn't. We're still down here.
it's also like noon, so
Oh, I'm tired.
I mean,
No, you're not.
I'm not leaving this kid alive. I'm just sorry.
there's that halfling that he'll be in the tavern when you come back. But yes, it's noon, so you can have a drink or whatever, but you can take a short rest. But
I might
Okay.
take a short rest at his place, but I'm not leaving this guy. He's our best lead so far. To
Alright.
anything. He fucking put a kid under a ton of rock for 2 days.
No, he didn't.
it wasn't him.
He might. He's cooperated in it.
No, he's not.
He was just
Yeah, I
supposed to
mean, he's
receive a
part-
letter.
He's part of the club.
no, he's just a poor dude. That would be like grabbing the poor schmuck who's forced into labor for the Nazis and saying he's a Nazi.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You
It's like
there, my
grabbing an
kid was
alcoholic
supposed to
walking
give
out
you a
of
letter, and
AA.
my kid didn't do it, so I'm gonna beat you within an inch of your life.
Yeah, I'd be like
No, I'm
It'd
just
be like
taking
two
his
dudes that
fucking
know each other
booze
from
away.
exactly what he
AA.
I'm
that-
fucking his booze away. I just want to know what the fuck he's doing. He
in
knows
like modern
about
times,
the
it'd be like,
people.
hey, run this note to our neighbor because he's in my AA sponsor and my phone's dead, and the kid like
Yes.
loses the letter. So then you
The
go
kid-
and beat up the dude that never got his letter.
My friend, I need my booze. I'm sorry.
Look at it this way: the bartender was supposed to get some whiskey in. The whiskey never came, so you're gonna beat down the bartender.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
don't
that
do
seems logical.
But I'll put her on a plank from the
By
bar.
Jerry.
You
Or
don't
something.
have a plank.
Come on, I'll get
Can
a
we get a
plank.
moratorium that Skim never
I'll
gets a
put
plank?
it at table.
There's a ton of wood in the backyard.
Skim
See?
is incapable of
There's ton
touching
of
wood.
woods. There's ton of woods in the backyard. I can make a plank from the top of the house.
Yeah, you can definitely carry a plank.
I mean, you can carry a whole lot, my friend.
But I'm not gonna carry a plank.
No,
Get a
but you
collapsible boat with a
carried a half
collapsible
orc
plank.
because I said you wouldn't be doing it. So maybe if I say you're not moving a plank, maybe you're gonna move a plank.
If you try and make me move a plank, I'll move a plank up your butthole. So far, you're gonna start tasting your butthole, not the plank.
Wait, I'm gonna taste my butthole. I wanna
Yes.
taste my butthole. I could taste the plank, but not a butthole. I'm an idiot. It's fine.